You also knew Bernie Webber. Explain your connection with him and give us a remembrance, if you would.
Okay, Bernie Webber, I first met him actually before I went to Chatham Coast Guard Station. I met him at an occasion, and at the time, I was at Station Woods Hole, and then I had been transferred a couple of times, and I finally ended up in Chatham in 1988 at the station as the officer in charge. And Bernie would come down every summer, so he got to know every officer in charge at Chatham Station, which was a good thing. And you had the opportunity to introduce him to the crew. He never wanted to do that, but I mean, it's something you had to do. So it was great to have him come to the station and talk to people at the station. And I think you can see it in the movie, but if you knew him, he was just a very humble man. And you had to ask him questions. He didn't just roll it out. You just had to ask him the questions, and he would tell you in less than 8 words, well, this is what you do, and this is how that works. And it was just a good thing. So that's where I met him, and we became friends. I would see him every year. I was there for 5 years at Chatham. A couple of times he came over to Nantucket. I got transferred to Nantucket, to the station at Nantucket as an officer in charge. But the best times I ever had with him would be to go on the 36-footer with him, and that would happen at Chatham. And that was just pretty neat. He never really said to me, you know, what it was like. You know, and I never asked. But when he went on the boat, there was a relationship between that 36-footer and him that you could just see and feel. I mean, he knew what the boat was going to do way before it did it. And the 36-footer, just so you'll know, is a boat that you have to know what it's going to do. And if you think ahead and you go, it's not going to do what I want it, then you have to make it do what you want it to do. It just was that kind of boat. If you said, well, I think it's going to go left, that was a guess. You had to make it go left. And let me tell you, with a 90 horsepower engine, a small rudder, small prop, you had to really let it know what you wanted it to do, or it would do whatever it felt like doing. So the ride got worse when it was doing what it wanted to do versus what you wanted to do. So I learned things like that with him. He's a neat guy, great guy to know. He loved the Coast Guard. He loved the people in the Coast Guard. And it was always great to bring him onto something that he had never been on before. I was on a patrol boat, an 87-footer out of Woods Hole, brand new. Had the opportunity to take him from Woods Hole to Nantucket on it. And he said, now we're buying yachts. You know? I mean, I had everything I needed on there. The only thing that, you know, it would almost dock itself. Let me just say that, all right? So he was amazed by that kind of stuff, to see that kind of stuff, the 44-foot motor life, the 47-foot motor lifeboat. So he was just a great guy. He was a great guy to be with and a great guy to talk to.